invisible roller coaster. Look at that! You've completed an objective. She's got almost 800 followers.
Oh wow,
You know,
800
online.
followers.
Not in a cult.
Hi there! And it's 900, but who's counting? So...
Good! And now, open the ride! You did it with such gusto. Well done! And now that we have such an... head over...
Shut up, man. Come on.
So, if you would start by clearing the highlighted area of any obstructions, please. And do not fret, those items will automatically be sold, so we will get at least some of the purchase price back. Oh, just a word about the radial menu. The radial menu gives you fast access to commonly used actions. Please note that the options available in the radial menu will change depending on the mode you're in.
We're gonna remove everything, Jesus.
Very good. Now, I've already chosen a suitably thrilling ride for you, so...
No, there you go.
and place it in the designated area. Now, it's very important that when you place the entrance gate, you make sure to leave enough space so you can build a ride queue. Next up, connecting your ride to the park, so people can reach it. Now, that queue you're building is where guests will wait in line to go on the ride. Very good. And now you should build a path from the exit gate back to the rest of the park. For that, you can simply use normal paths. Oh, and if you do find any obstacles or obstructions in your way, you can build slopes or stairs into your path to get over them.
Evil. Did you see that notification? Even the guests think we're undercharging them. Let's do them a favor and fix that. That's right. Take a good look at the notification. It'll tell you what we need to alter the prices of. Oh, look. It's that family-friendly little ride of ours. Go on. Put the ticket prices up by a few dollars.
That seems a wee bit steep.
Oh, honestly, Oswald, the people visiting this park...
$11, Jesus. Who do people think I am? Disneyland?
Look, if you're so worried, why don't we have your new underlings select a few guests and see what they're thinking, eh?
Underling and...
There an Ohio, yes?
See? That guest didn't seem too put off by the higher price, did they, Oswald?
Yes, but their happiness is our bread and butter. So, it's important to regularly check what the guests are thinking.
Well, I didn't see anything to worry about there. Come on, let's just hit fast forward, sit back.
Money.
Well done on hitting Cynthia's profit forecast. Honestly, I was worried it was a little high. But as always, she knows just how hard... All right, it's high
Now, that level of happiness might be good enough for most parks, but I still think this guest would be a bit happier if a big chunk of the park wasn't super lame. Don't worry, I've highlighted the problem area. So go on, stick down some scenery. Make it look all piratey.
Yarg.
Oh yeah, us guests love having interesting things to look at. Cheers us right up.
Oh, that is a bit...
You see how it's got a high Q scenery rating? Because of that, the ride's prestige is higher too. Us guests are way less interested in rides with boring queues, and so we won't pay as much to ride them. Right, now go and have a look at that new ride you built. Okay, so that's not nearly as prestigious as it could be. But you can fix that by giving us guests some eye candy to look at while we wait. Go on, stick some nice scenery down around the queue. Come on, admit it. Isn't that better? And if
No,
you
it's
check,
not.
I bet you'll see that the ride's Q scenery rating and prestige has gone up as a result.
Excellent. That means we can also raise the ticket price. Go on. Put it up by a few dollars.
Ah,
Yes, Mom.
heck. I really didn't think this through, did I?
Oh my! Look at all that wonderful new scenery! Well done! Oh, and if I'm not mistaken, by raising this park's scenery rating, I think you might...
Shut the f
Right, I think it's time we took a look at the park rating breakdown. It's a great way to track how your park is improving. That's it! In here, you can see how your overall ride and scenery ratings and guest happiness are all critical
Thank you,
to
Thomas.
improving your park rating. And remember, the better
Thanks for
your
tuning in,
park,
buddy.
the more guests who will come and visit. So, let's get that scenery rating even higher, eh? Make the whole park look as wonderful as those rides you spruced up. Go on, get decorating!
Hello again. I just...
I am not one for interior decorating, so this is not gonna be the best. But you know, it doesn't have to be the best. It's just gotta meet requirements. Boom, some trees. Boom, some more trees. Jeez. Another tree. Another tree.
Goodness!
Never mind.
Your transformation of the park has really bumped the park rating up a good few notches, my friend. And look at all the guests, happily smiling away. And you know what they say about happy guests?
They like spending money.
Is everything about cold, hard cash with you, Cynthia?
You as
No,
well, Thomas. Thank
I
you
also
for
like stocks and
watching.
shares.
Make sure you charge that laptop.
Anyway, guests have other needs which can affect their happiness. So, let's take a look at some of them.
Yes, let's. Scoot. Right. If you want to find out what us guests need, one way is by looking at the guest screen in Park Management. Go on, open it. This is where you can see what the average guest needs are in the park, as well as the most common thoughts that the guests are having. That's the food sorted, but
Oh,
a
shoot.
bunch of us guests are also really thirsty. So you should definitely build some drinks shops.
A word of advice. Put your shop somewhere busy, so we get the best return on our investment. Sorry, I mean best serve our guests' needs, blah, blah, blah.
Oh yeah, real convincing.
Shop vendors don't work for free. We have to turn a profit.
About
Now, without meaning.
A toilet. They need a toilet.
You know, toilets are great, but it'd be nice if us guests had somewhere else to sit down too.
Oh, yes. Go on. Pop down some benches next to the paths.
You don't get anywhere to sit.
You see, guests are a lot
There you
like
go.
cellular
1,
phones. Every so
2,
often they need to recharge their batteries. So you
3,
should plug them in and... No, that's not right.
4, 5.
Now
There you
that
go.
your guests can fulfill their needs in the
Now
park,
you can
they're
sit
less likely to become
and
unhappy,
give me
which is
more
great.
money.
But as more guests come here, you'll need even more facilities to deal with their needs.
More than one toilet? No. Speaking of problems,
Janitor South Street. Alright.
thanks for that. Of course, litter wouldn't be such a problem if Mr. Thompson had remembered to put some bins in the park.
That was deliberate, so we could all have a learning moment. So yes, if you would please put some bins down, your new janitors will make sure they're kept empty.
Oh,
Oh no! Goodness me! Ah, good. I'm sure our new mechanic will have that ride fixed in no time at all.
Not without breaking the space-time continuum, they won't.
Yeah, you better fix that ride.
Well, now that our emergency has
Where'd they
been
come
dealt
from?
with, the mechanic can spend their
Where'd
time
these guys come from?
inspecting the rides and reducing the chance of another breakdown.
They stuck
Now,
on the ride.
I think it's high time you built a staff room for our staff so that they can have a bit of a break.
I mean, do they really need to?
Yes, you see, staff are a lot like cellular phones. No, wait, I've tried that one before. Anyway, just like guests, staff... Gosh, you've got so many people working for you that there might not be enough space in the staff room anymore. You'd better increase the staff room's capacity just in case. you! Oh, you're a born manager. Congratulations. Pretty soon, you'll be hiring in.
Silver.
Goodness, just look at how you've grown the... Now, these first few of the last few...
This is my happy place. Just look at all those fiscals. You can get a very solid idea of how your park's finances are doing here. And looking at it, your rides are doing well. But I think your shops could be doing better. Open up the Attractions and Shops panel. As you can see, this section gives you an overview of how your shops and facilities are doing. And as I thought, you could definitely stand to raise your food and drinks prices by $50 or so. Happy guests don't mind paying a little extra. You can also raise the prices of ATMs, toilets, even the first aid facilities. But it's a good idea not to get too
Why would I want to
greedy with
charge
those. Just
bathrooms?
greedy enough.
That's the bathroom. Yes, that's better. It's hardly a lottery win, but we are. Ooh, roller coaster.
Now that the research is in hand, we should take a look at the staff again, because their happiness is just as important as the guests' happiness. Go on, take a look at your staff list. Good! See, if a staff member is unhappy, then they won't be as effective at their job. And if they're really unhappy, they might even quit entirely. Anyway, I think it's high time we gave some of our staff a raise, don't you?
No.
That wasn't... There, that's a start.
Train it. Okay, got train it. How do I do that? Oh.
Once you've chosen who to train, they'll soon toddle off to the staff. Oh, yes. You clearly know how to care for your staff. Now that you've addressed their wages, workloads, and training, they'll be showering you with world's best boss mugs in no time. And that means you're ready to learn about building roller coasters. Oh my. They're expensive things, but a theme park isn't a theme park without one.
Take what away?
Man, this game is so much fun. My goodness. Finally make some roller coasters, though.
Well, that was needlessly over the top. Oh, but that is quite an exciting new coaster. That could easily hit 4.28 on the Eugene Thrill Rating scale. And now that you have a new coaster type, you can place coaster blueprints for it. Or even build a coaster from scratch. But you should probably walk before you run. Now, open the coaster browser and select the blueprint.
Here's some money. Think of it as a scholarship.
First, the coaster has to be tested to make sure it is safe. If you could do that, please.
You know, if it's just about signing...
The fuck?
With
50
intolerable
meters in
levels
length.
for
That's
guests,
easy.
which means this ride is perfectly safe. Of course, that was to be expected with a prefabricated blueprint ride. When you build coasters from scratch, things can go differently. Okay.
We have to edit this really quick. What the Oh. Jesus, I'm stupid. I better be connected. Oh, God damn it, it's not. There we go, finally.
Much better. And
Jesus,
what a
that took me way too
fine
long.
coaster. But you're not done yet. You should adorn the track with plenty of wonderful scenery. Give the guests something exciting and unique to see as they whiz around those twists and turns. Oh, and of course, scenery will also improve the ride's prestige.
You could use animatronics. They're extremely effective, although they will incur running costs.
And, of course, there's all those wonderful scenery blueprints that Eugene made for you.
Indeed, I really cannot overstate how long it took me to make those for you.
Will you look? Okay, dokie. So, you'll need to multi-select everything you want to include in your blueprint. Go on. Now, go and create a blueprint and you'll be able to make as many copies of your coaster as you like. Or at least can afford. Oh, don't forget to give your blueprint a good name and an exciting screenshot. And make sure to add any tags you want to it, so you can find it easy. Now you've made a...
Let's do this. Let's ride this roller coaster.